everyone, Cassandra here, and welcome to Cassie Everyday. And thank you guys for coming back to join me on this video series on the journey of becoming a wife. And today I'm super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 things that I have learned in my first year of being married. So I think this is going to be a powerhouse video, and I know that there's some juicy information here, so stay tuned and we're going to get started right now. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is that there is no pressure. That is one thing that I learned, is that there's no pressure. There is no pressure to do things perfect. There's no pressure to be the ideal wife or anything like that. There is no pressure. All these things that I'm learning, I have to learn them. So therefore, I'm learning to just take my time to just accept the mistakes that I make and learn from them instead of just beating myself up about it. And I have such an amazing husband because he doesn't pressure me either. I'm learning to learn how to do certain things, where to go to get certain materials. I'm learning all these things, and a lot of times I watch the older people like my mother or people who have been married quite a long time, and I feel as if they have it all put together. It's like they know what they're doing, and they do, because they've been around for quite a long time. They've been married for a while, and I can't compare myself in my situation to what they have going on, because we're in 2 different boats right now. So if you are newly married, or you're about to get married, or you're thinking about becoming a wife, that first year, there's nothing you can do about it. Even though I'm telling you to prepare as much as possible, which is really good, you should do, because it will cut off some of the frustration. But at the end of the day, there are just some things that you're gonna have to learn on the job. There's some things you're gonna have to learn while you're in your role of being a wife. So no pressure at all. Don't worry about it. If you make a mistake, just learn from it and just keep working on it. And all these older people who have it together right now and know exactly the way that their marriage should work and the way that their home should be ran and everything like that, it's okay, because they have put in the time to perfect that craft, or put in the time to really put in a lot of hours in their marriage to work on their marriage. So they should have a good marriage. They should enjoy their married life. So as a young bride, as a young wife, look, no pressure at all. I'm going at my own pace. I'm doing things at my own time. And look, no pressure. Number 4 is the power of having good friends. Oh my goodness. So of course, guys, before you get married, obviously you're gonna have friends, right? You're gonna have your girls who you used to hang out with, who you used to go out with, and all that great stuff. But once you get married, things kind of shift and they kind of change a little bit. At least it did for me. But when you have good friends, when you have people who really love you, and you have company, good friends who just really care for you and want to see you win in your marriage and in your relationship, then they will support you. They're not going to be asking you to go out with them at all hours of the day. They're not going to be calling you all hours of the day. They will respect your time. And I love my friends for this, because we schedule out our dates. We schedule out when we're going to have our girl time, when we're going to have our meetups and everything like that. And we just coordinate with each other. We have open line of communication. We're always there for each other. So kudos, big ups to my friends, and man, I'm telling you, I could not be more grateful for the friends that I have, because they're always looking out for me, and I'm looking out for them as well. But man, in the first year of marriage, having their support and just for them to give me the space that I needed to just learn how to do everything I'm doing is such amazing. I've had no pressure from my friends, my sisters, who I would consider my best friends, because they're like legit, like my like really good friends. But I've had no pressure from them to like hang out or go places or do these outlandish trips that we used to take. You know, we used to do a lot of cool stuff together. But now that I'm transitioning into a wife and I'm already in the role, they don't pressure me to do what we used to do. Our relationships are now shifting a little bit, and they are okay with that. They're actually very supportive, and I am so grateful for having such a good group of friends that are supportive and are just holding me down during this time and just helping me through and not bashing me and not talking about me because I can't hang around and things like that. So big ups, man, to my friends, okay? My friends, and of course my sisters and everything like that. Okay, so the next few ones are really geared towards my actual marriage, and coming in at number 3 is that I've learned to forgive quickly. OMG, quick, like this, like that. I've learned to forgive quickly. In the relationship between me and my husband, we've always had a thing where we don't hold grudges, and I learned that from my husband because I grew up in a family of 3 girls, 3 sisters. There was, you know, we knew how to hold a grudge, okay? We know how to hold a grudge. We know, okay, girl, how to hold a grudge and how to be upset for a very long time. But my husband isn't like that. Like, if I make a mistake or I do something to really upset him, we'll talk about it, and then all is well. Like, he will never bring it up. Like, I don't know where it disappears to and what trash can he throws it in, or he just gives it to God and he takes it. But honestly, I learned that from my husband, to forgive quickly, because a lot of things I've done, he's just forgiven and literally like let it go. Like, he just we never talk about it again. And I learned that from him, is to forgive him quickly too whenever he does something that's kind of like, no, you know, like a no. I learned to just talk about it with him and then forgive him and just not bring it up again. So that's one thing I have learned in this first year of marriage, is just to forgive quickly. Just let it go. If it's not worth holding on to, just let it go. Number 2 is one that, let me just get a moment of silence, I really had to work on. And that is, and it is submissive, being submissive to my husband, but in the area of accepting a no. I had to have another moment of silence. As a role of a wife, it is important to be submissive to your husband and allow him to be the leader of the relationship and allow him to be the man that he is. And in learning that, and I learned that before I got married, but one thing that I found out in the marriage when we got married is sometimes my husband is going to say, it's not time, we're not ready, we got to wait on that, or just plain out no. You know, sometimes I want to do something, or we have a big project that we're working on and I just want to go and release it, and we just let's just do it, let's just dive in, you know. He's like, no, it's not time, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? You know, it's like, why? So that is something that I've learned, is to just accept no, and know that we can talk through everything, and we already have an open line of communication in our relationship. So I know that I can go to my husband about anything, and if he's saying no, it's for a reason, and I'm willing and he's willing to just work together. So that's very important, and that's something of just understanding that it's maybe just a no right now, but it's not a no forever. And the number one thing that I have learned in my first year of being a wife is that no one really knows the answer. The only one that can help me and help you is God and the Holy Spirit, guiding you day in and day out on the right things to do, the right things to say, the right places to go. And being prayerful is the only thing that can give you the proper answer. So what I mean by that is, a lot of times when we are new at something, We want someone to give us the answers. We want someone to give us the right way to do something, the right way to say something. And when it comes to marriage, guys, no one has the answers. No one has the answers. We all are just walking through this path together. And the only person that you really need to be accountable to is your husband. And that's it. So yes, it's good to hear advice every now and again, but just remember that no one knows the answers. And that's something that I had to learn, is that, look, I can't run to my mom for everything, because guess what? She doesn't always know the answers. And I can't just run and go look at a YouTube video for everything, because guess what? YouTube doesn't know the answers. The internet doesn't know the answers. The only person that can guide you and lead you in your marriage is God. That's it. Is in the guidance of the Holy Spirit. The Spirit will download in you what you need to do, what you need to say. If you're in an argument, the Spirit will teach you how to deal with that argument if you don't know. Because I don't quickly go off and call my friend or call my mother, call my sisters and say, hey, look, what's the answer to this? I'm dealing with this. My husband is doing this. What should I do? I don't always do that. But I always seek the guidance of God first. And God will provide the answer. He always does. He always does. Sometimes not right when I want it, but it comes. I just don't go off and ask for people for marriage advice like that, because guess what? Because God has all the answers. And I learned that in this first year of marriage, that when push comes to shove and things get rough, I just get on my knees. That's it, and God provides the answer. So those are the 5 powerful things that I have learned in my first year of being a wife. And I hope that you've taken something from my testimony here that I've shared with you today, and pray that you've learned something. So guys, don't forget that we are still in the process. We are still on this journey to becoming a wife. I have a whole video series, so keep tuning in. There are more to come. And if there is anything that you guys want me to talk about or share, please reach out to me. I am open to hearing some of your comments and questions, and I have been receiving a few messages on Instagram. Instagram is pretty much where most of my stuff is, so I've been getting a few messages on Instagram to do certain videos, and I promise you I will fulfill your request. So just message me if you want me to do something for you or talk about a certain thing, and everything will be listed down below. The free webinar link is already up, so you can click on it. It's all going to be in the description box, so please check out all the affiliated links. They will be down below. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.